Leave George W. Bush alone. Leave him alone right now. All you people care is about an end to the Iraq War, honesty in government, and then to corruption. Help for citizens like poor children who are ill from cancer. Leave them alone. Once you help one child dying of cancer or one Iraq veteran who's denied proper medical care, the president knows all you people will want is more, more, more. Leave him alone right now. Please. You're lucky he's even in office. He should have been impeached years ago. You think it's easy being president of the United States when you've had millions of brain cells killed by drugs and alcohol? And you have a low IQ? You try it, you bastards. Sure, he's not been a good president. Okay, he's been the worst president in U.S. history. But you should realize he's not been well in years, ever since his head was... Well, he was dropped when he was cheering at Phillips Exeter Academy. He was a cheerleader, and people made fun of him even then. Big boy cheerleader. It wasn't hard getting in. No, it wasn't easy getting in. He's part of the Leave No Rich White Child Left Behind Act. And remember, he fell off his bike while he was president. You don't know what happened to his head. And you bastards don't forget, he wrecked his car when he was a young man while he was drunk driving. He was hurt. His dad had the charges removed so he wouldn't have a criminal record. But he still became the first president in the United States to enter office as a convicted felon. After all he's been through, leave George Bush alone. He's not well. He's a sick man. He's a real sick man. He recently had a colonoscopy, but White House doctors found that he was a perfect asshole, that's all. Not that he is well in any way mentally. Leave George Bush alone, please. After all he's been through, you think it's easy getting into Yale with those test scores? Sure, his dad gave a lot of money to Yale, and his dad went to Yale. But you never know. You think it's easy to buy an oil company in Texas with taxpayers' money and not find any oil? Or have your daddy get you ownership of the Texas Rangers baseball team and then, okay, screw up by trading Sammy Sosa? What you don't realize is as governor of Texas, he helped Houston replace Los Angeles as the most polluted city in the country. And he set a record as governor by executing more prisoners than any other governor in the history of this country. Sure, many of them were innocent, but he's human. No one's perfect. Leave him alone. And all you care about is the truth, you bastards. But you'll never know the truth. You'll never find out about the truth that he's a deserter from the war in Vietnam, that he was AOL from the Texas National Guard, that he refused to take a drug test or learn to fly a plane, which meant he couldn't go to Vietnam, because those records are buried in his daddy's presidential library. Sure, it would have been easy for him to be a war hero, like Senator John Kerry in Vietnam, but he refused to take the easy way out. He became a drunk and deserted his country. Leave George Bush alone. I mean it. Leave him alone. are so mean. MEAN. If I hear one more person say George Bush subverted the Bill of Rights and the Constitution as president, I'll scream. Ah! No one's perfect. All you bastards want is the truth about the war, illegal wiretapping of your phone, and other minor rights. Yes, he imprisoned thousands of innocent Americans after 9/11, and he ignored their rights under the Bill of Rights. They weren't told what they were charged with. They didn't have an attorney. And they were tried before illegal military commissions for months. But that's being picky, isn't it? Jeez, please leave George Bush alone. I can't take it anymore. So he's the first president in the history of this country, of all civilized nations, to not honor the Geneva Conventions. And he authorized beatings, drownings at Abu Ghraib prison. And you think it's easy to pronounce Abu Ghraib prison? Try it. But haven't you ever been scared? When 9/11 took place, and when he was told of the attacks on the New York City buildings, did you see him sweat and stare and do nothing for a long time? He's human. He didn't know what to do. Leave him alone. He didn't know how to protect the country. But he did finish reading the children's book.